Hey guys, we are back and I am setting up for hole number 3. Now I am going to switch to Amazon for this, and if you have a half decent one, at least a 5 or higher, I would consider upgrading to it. It will get you out of trouble. I have a feeling, since this was straight downwind, that the play for this hole is going to be either a Berserker or a Globe. So I'm going to set up with a Berserker, and we might go up to a Globe if a Berserker does not look good for a landing zone. But I do believe going to the second fairway is going to be the play here, regardless if you keep it in the fairway or not. I'm not too concerned about that. That's the reason of putting on Amazon. This hole is going to be all about getting the eagle. So we're going to set up our shots accordingly. And, you know, any little extra wind reduction that you can put on, like a Berserker ball, we're going to try to go with that as opposed to a Globe. As you can see, the wind is pointed against. So I'm not sure if this is long enough. It's close. It's real close to landing, say, right here. So I am going to throw on a Globe. And, of course, you're going to see me do everything I can. No, I really don't think I actually need all that top spin, to be honest with you, so I'm going to take some off. And I'm going to try to land it right about here for my aim, and then go at least 3 bullseyes from there. Somewhere in here. I know I adjusted that fast. Let's see how we get it. And not too bad, not too bad. So as I anticipated, taking off some top spin there can be a good thing. It's not necessary. In fact, judging by my landing zone, I think you know, Berserker could be a nice play too. I was worried about it getting to that narrow corner like I was mentioning, but as you could see from my line when I actually swung, that it was more than good enough. And as you can see, I'm up there quite far. Now even this guy, I mean, I don't know if he knows it, but if he were to use a Globe, even with a Apocalypse 5, he could land it just as far as I did. So you wouldn't see much difference if you were to play it that way from an Apoc 5 to an Apoc 7. In fact, I used more Apoc 5 spin on my ball. And you see the purpose of my tee shot, more so than anything, is just to make the eagle easier. You can see where I'm at, distance-wise, close to the hole. My eagle now becomes easier than this guy. But I have no reason to kind of lay back here, so we are going to get somewhat aggressive here. Try to make this. Hopefully land it on this surface, I'm thinking. This is the surface that I like. Might just take off just a touch. And in terms of rings, I don't know. 6 maybe, 7. Just hit the green, so I overplayed it. It was probably like a 5-ring adjustment. But no harm, no foul. As you can see, easy eagle. And as you can see, especially if you put on sniper, this is one of the biggest reasons to use a Berserker is, you know, just to give yourself an easy shot. And I don't know if you've seen my other tutorials, but you know, using top spin on this hole for the second shot is not something I really like to do. You would almost have to force me to do it. And I do believe that this guy is kind of forced to do it. And it is going to make things really challenging. So let's see how he can do here. Kind of best case scenario is that he threads it up there through the bunkers, no problem. But here's the problem with the top So you can see the ball just taking off, and there you see it shooting into the back of the bunker. So that's kind of what you have to deal with. And when you put the top spin on, is you can't stop the ball. So one of the things that you have to do is you have to use a lot of rough, and if you land it, say, 8 yards short in the rough there and run it up through, the rough is very ridgy and hilly, and you can end up rolling it into the bunker. You can end up keeping it in the rough. There's a lot of variables that come into play, so it becomes a very challenging shot. And this is a overplay for sure. Not sure why he's out that far. So anytime you're uphill like this, that's something that you want to be cautious of, is overcorrections. And there you can see that he played way too much wind there for that uphill bunker shot. The ball doesn't really get in contact with the wind quite as much. And there you see an overplay. Where am I at? I should have made a bogey. I don't know what I was thinking. Who's in my division? Anybody? So I don't know if these guys are trying. I don't know if they're not. So I should have logged in this morning. So hopefully everybody would have been half done by now. But I didn't. So I gotta figure out if I'm gonna start forfeiting now or if I'm gonna wait. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So good luck with that third hole. Like I said, it's all about the eagle. Make sure you take care of business and do the smart thing. Hit the fairway. If you get it to the other side, I'm assuming for the most part you are going to ensure yourself of the eagle, with the exception of if you go too straight and left by not hooking it enough. That would be the one way that you can make things a little bit more challenging for yourself. So make sure you're taking off some of that topspin. You're not going to need all of it. As you could see, I ran out of fairway. There was very little I could do to cut it any more to the right than you saw me do in the video. So good luck with that one. I think you guys will be okay. So let me know how that one goes, and I'll see you guys on the next hole.